Hi guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here today to bring you a monthly message for the sign of Taurus for May 2020. Happy birthday for all my Tauruses, guys. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being here, and for all my subscribers, thank you as well. You guys mean the world to me. And at the end of this, if you're new to my channel, first off, welcome. If at the end you feel like this has resonated, please feel free and subscribe, join the journey with me, and let me encounter your energy more often. It'd be wonderful to have you along this ride. So do keep in mind this message is general. It may not fit everyone's situation. Take the pieces you feel apply to you, disregard the rest, and go about your day, my friends. Also know that no matter what messages we do receive today, it's still up to you and your active free will and how you integrate this message. So I'm going to take a moment to call in Archangel Michael and Archangel Gabriel today. I'm going to ask them to guide, guard, bless, and protect me, this reading, and any of you who would ask for it, to use me as the clearest channel possible, and to only deliver messages for the highest good of those of you watching, as well as the most far-reaching. So let's take a minute here. I'm being asked just to go straight into tarot today, and then we'll get some oracle messages as well. So let's see here. Please, messages for Taurus, please, for May 2020. What messages do you have for Taurus, please? Thank you. You get the King of Wands straight away. So some of you as well, you may have a fire sign in your life, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. You may be on the cusp of fire. You may have fire in your chart. Or this could be a really, it's marking a time when you're going to be standing in your element, standing strong and true in your passion, as well as what I heard is strength. And I love it that this Leo lion is the king, right? He's the king of the jungle and king of passion. Something else I heard was this may be also some sacral and some solar plexus energy that you're going to be working on as well. So before I move too much farther on that, the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Pentacles. I'm going to take it, excuse me, and they're showing you the Six of Cups on the bottom. For some of you, I'm going to leave it there, but for some of you, there may be a relationship coming back from the past. This could be best friend, I heard. This could be friend. This could be lover, romance. But I feel like this is also moving forward with this. You see this particular knight is surrounded by green, making movements that are going to be good for your heart center, good for the heart chakra, and also being in ownership of what you desire, being ownership of your creative purpose as well, and your drive, and allowing it to move forward in ways that nourish your heart. So I am going to ask a message before I pull any more tarot from the Past Life Oracle. We have just finished up a Scorpio full moon, and I felt like for myself, and I feel like love life, maybe that is the Six of Cups. Oh my gosh, with the Ace of Cups was underneath that. And the Page of Swords. So for some of you, what I was feeling is, like I was saying, okay, we've just come off this kind of tales of a full moon in Scorpio, and really about completions and endings to things that needed to change and needed to bring sort of death energy too, and transformation. For some of you, this may be in your love life, for past life issues, and why I'm pulling this is oftentimes past life issues, or even times in this life from our past, they educate and inform our decisions, our reactions, the ways that we be. And often, if we're not fully healed from situations, that kind of energy can bleed out onto others, and also energy from our past can bleed into these relationships now. So here's where I feel like moving forward here, I feel like offering stability is what I heard. But for some of you as well, the movement forward could be a reunion with people from your past, loved ones, and a brand new start in love, a brand new start in accepting your true feelings as well, with this blue all around them, being able to see for yourself what love truly is. And I feel like as well as this is forgiving the past, any past relationships within your love life that have failed. You could also be working now with a particular karmic partner, regardless of whether or not this is romantic, but we could be experiencing in this time in the month of May people from past lives that we have had romantic ties with. So I'm going to ask another message from the Past Life Oracle, and get orphan. For some of you, loss of parents may also have affected love life. There could have been feeling not enough support as well from parents. You could have been an orphan in a past life and had a lot of hardships for that. But one of the things I'm hearing with this is that that's self-made and that is self-taught. I'm going to pick one more card. Explain orphan, please. You get two. So we get food and hunger. Oftentimes as well, if in the past or even in this life, if we've felt alone and neglected, if we felt rejected by our own parents, or even just, I mean, we all know in the world today, many of the children who don't have parental figures in their life, food and hunger, even if they do have parental figures in their life, food and hunger is one of the biggest things that's going to affect them because they're not having money to buy food. Oftentimes as well, you're going to have to learn how to get this for yourself. And wisdom is coming out with this beautiful, beautiful unicorn. I do apologize for the glare, guys, coming off of here. Overall, I feel like when you've experienced times of extreme food shortages or hunger, or even just not being able to acquire these things, you may have had to think of pretty out-of-the-box thinking to get your needs met. And I feel like the overall thing here is wisdom. What did you learn from this? Because a lot of this is self-sufficiency, self-reliance as well. But there could be some places where if you felt like, or if you even now feel like you have had to do everything alone, or you've had to be the main one to supply sustenance for yourself, there could be a lot of stuff that you're holding on to that is not really going to help you anymore. So particularly if it is within love life, and if these kinds of feelings of not being met in childhood, not having your needs met in childhood, if they're coming into your adult ways of being, they absolutely could affect your outlook, affect your idea of love life, and even affect your parenting. So I feel like they're showing me this card, transportation. For some of you, it could be important to get on the move. There could be issues with transportation, issues with, your vehicle. But this is also, some of you may have had past life issues working with railroad as well. So learning from what you can and bringing the wisdom acquired into this newfound situation. So I'm going to bring a message from the Dragon Oracle. Spirit, thank you. So we get 3 cards that come out. First, you get the Air and Fire Dragon here, guys. Expand your creative energies. Harness your creativity, which is this wand's energy, right? Harnessing your creativity. Excitement and enthusiasm. Communicate your passion. Absolutely, right? Whatever it is that you're becoming passionate about. And this necessarily doesn't mean it's another person coming into your world, although it definitely could be with love life. But communicating what are you passionate about, and as well as with this King of Wands, I was feeling like there could be some volatility as well. And if there's issues from a past situation that's not healed completely, the bottom of the deck they want me to show you is Archangel Gabriel. That's why, because we called them in today, right? Archangel Gabriel's dragon. So I'm going to read you him before I read the other two. Brings purification. Self-discipline will speed ascension and bring joy. You carry Archangel Gabriel's diamond. This is diamond energy, wisdom, as well as being connected to the higher realms into white, spiritual light, purifying, because often as well, if we're feeling negative forces around us, if you're feeling volatility within your existence, bringing in this white, bringing in this pure white light, that act is going to help remove negativity. And under here we have the black dragon. So pretty good contrast, right? Cocoons you so that your divine potential grows. Meditate, reflect, undergo a metamorphosis. And that is absolutely what that Scorpio moon was hoping to do. I feel like metamorphosize, right? Take the things from the past and turn it into solid gold for us now. Learning those lessons, releasing the heaviness and the hurt. The last one that is here is Aquamarine Dragon from Neptune. Allows you to access your deepest soul wisdom. Spirituality and wisdom are available to you. Develop your psychic abilities and receive ineffable soul knowledge. And if you see here as well, he's holding the trident. And a key. That you have a power within you. For some of you, what I heard as well is Atlantis. Because it is, you know, the trident. It always reminds me of the Little Mermaid. Some of you may feel like Aquaman more so. There could definitely be Atlantis pieces hidden in your soul. And I'm actually going to bring some messages from this Aquamarine Dragon. It's 82. Just... Aquamarine dragons from Neptune are water dragons. They will flow around you, surrounding you with their aquamarine energy and awakening your psychic abilities. Connect with them often. For each time you do so, they will light up more of the keys and codes of your true essence. This will bring your soul contentment and a sense of your divine magnificence, and you will experience higher levels of enlightenment and see your world and the universe through different eyes. Your guidance is to drink a glass of blessed water as you tune into these dragons. Then they will be able to touch you more profoundly. And in terms of blessed water, you, as you drink it, with your intention, can bless it. So I'm going to bless my coffee. Universe, please bless this beverage, this delicious caffeinated beverage that is not so good for me, but please help it to nourish my soul and help me spark divine creativity. With this, you could also ask, as you drink it, that the Aquamarine Dragon from Neptune be present with you. And this is really important too. Water hydrates your soul. And for some of you, I was feeling that Atlantis connection. Okay, something I'm hearing already too in terms of Atlantis is this could be this feeling of being left behind as well, because from what I can understand as well from my readings of Dolores Cannon, a lot of times people who have past life memories of Atlantis, they're remembering the destruction, and there are those that were taken, there were those who were saved from the destruction because they had knowledge that was to be carried on, this key. Some of you may have codes within you from Atlantis and knowledge buried within you, so it may be time to connect with that. To expand your creative energies is also meaning that whatever you feel like you're moved to, compelled towards as well, be this a romantic relationship, be this even, I heard like creating a family, be this, your endeavors that your soul is sort of pushing towards, any new passions, any new ideas that you may have to be self-made and to be self-reliant. Excuse me. This could even be, what kind of career path, you're wanting to go down. With this black dragon as well, he's protecting a seed. He's protecting something that he's been working on. So guys, I really feel like if you have been putting energy into a specific creative endeavor, don't give up. And if you feel like you need a little bit of extra guidance, meditate on it. Just even take a few moments of quiet time. This could be not just having a glass of water, although making sure you get your water, because it's going to keep you a lot more alert. If we're thinking about throughout our days, if we're getting tired, often we go towards that cup of coffee or a cup of tea, whatever you go for, but water would definitely help you as well. This could be get out, have a bath, get in your hot tub, go for a swim, do whatever that helps you feel the energy flow. And also, this is for me, getting in touch with those emotions. If there is stuff that you feel is really on a deeply rooted or deeply seated feeling that you have, and you can, if anything with the past life stuff resonated, take a little bit of time and ask Spirit, how can I move through this energy? What can I do to help this? What wisdom can be gathered? Okay, so we're going to pull a little bit more tarot now. And I'm going to ask more about what are we moving towards. You have the Five of Swords that's come out. And if you see, I like this Five of Swords because he's a knight. He sort of sat down. So moving towards a change in thinking, though. So the Chariot, movement. This could also be Cancer. If you have a Cancer in your life, or what I'm feeling is too, is this could be like during the time of Cancer. So that is June 21st to July 20th, 1920th. So there could be a change in the way that we're thinking, if as well, and a choice with the Hangman. I'm going to clarify that Five of Swords. There is another card in here, which is Temperance. Wow, balance. So, 3 major arcanas right away. Queen of Pentacles on the bottom, meaning being grounded, being strong, and being firm in your convictions. Also being aware of what you have. I'm going to keep her out. Being aware of what you have. What you have within you. The power that you have within you. So, if this is during Cancer season, you may be being pushed to make a decision, and to make a decision out of balance. It could also have to do with your love life, right? If we are sort of making our choices here, I've got this together, like they look so similar to me. And this is harness your creativity, excitement, enthusiasm, communicating your passions. For some of you, if there is a newfound love interest that you are sort of mulling over the idea of speaking your mind about, speaking your truth about, if this is a love from the past, and this again doesn't have to be romantic love, it could be, you know, people who you have a very strong heart connection with. Balance is being asked of you to not make hasty decisions, to make them in balance, but whatever decisions you make, to move forward, to have change occur. This Five of Swords as well, he does look a little defeated. But in the background, you see there's somebody walking away, and here he's put his swords down. He's not going to fight anymore. Some of us as well, we fight so much. We fight our own spiritual side as well. We fight our intuition. We fight whatever might be good for us. We fight tooth and nail. No, I'm not going to do that. For some of us, I do feel like that's saying, you know what, it's really time to rethink that, because we want to make decisions that are going to make us feel like we're stable in this world. And this is so important with this unicorn here. Spirit, can you tell me about the Five of Swords, please? Thank you. You get the Four of Wands. When we change the way we think, we open the way to new celebrations. This is also a marriage card for some of you. If this is about a love life, this could include marriage. This could be a very divinely guided romance. You have the Seven of Swords on the bottom, and I feel like there's been a lot of confusion, right? A lot of confliction as well. What more would you like us to know? The Ace of Swords. So moving through whatever that confusion was, moving through whatever the confliction was, to come to a brand new understanding. This could be, again, opening lines of communication. And this, with this Ace of Cups here as well, is having new discussions about love, new understandings about love. That if you've had, again, with these past life issues, if you've had issues even with your family of not feeling supported or not feeling loved, feeling like you may have, even if you aren't necessarily orphans, even if you do have your parents, there could be times where you wouldn't feel the support. And now is the time to, I'm hearing, like, forgive your parents for their shortcomings, right? We're all human, and to move on, and to know that we have to take an active responsibility in our healing in this moment. So for some of you, to be able to get the celebrations that you'd like, it's going to come from a changed standpoint, a brand new way of thinking, as well as connecting to our inner heart's desires, and to be able to connect with the water energy. And that really feels like, to me, during this Cancer time, or you could also have a Cancer in your life, that that this is sort of being around. What's the advice, please, Spirit, moving forward? The Knight of Wands. So, The beginning was the Knight of Pentacles, taking our time, moving towards something stable and grounded, and towards something that is heart-centered. The advice here is that once you make your decisions, to go forward with your dreams. This Lion, this King of Wands, it's like, move forward. To me, I apologize for the graphicness, but this reminds me of a penis, okay? For some of you, this is sexually charged. Also, one thing I heard is it may not, if you're kind of in an, if your relationship is not what your parents or society at large may consider normal, I guess is the way to put it. You may have had a lot of blowback and a lot of fear, a lot of negative thinking, or even just not moving towards your passion. And again, this doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be your career choice. It could be a lot of different things that you're passionate about that other people aren't so passionate around you. But it's like, the advice is to go for it, to take your time to think this stuff through, not to rush in right away, but once you make your choice, purify out the energy again that needs to be released, and moving forward with the passion. So I'm going to ask a message here from the Psychic Tarot Oracle, and you get patience and planning. This card, I've shuffled these a lot. This card has pretty well, I think, come out in all of the readings for May that I've done. I think a lot of it's being because a lot of us are in lockdown. A lot of us are being asked to be in quarantine. We're not able to get close to people. We're socially distanced, right? So planning. But this isn't just planning and because we're socially distanced. It's because we're planning because we have to do it right. We want, this is triumphant success. And being swords, this is energy in our mental space as well. We have to plan it so that we have it right in our head before we can move forward. Tell me about this patience and planning. Oh my gosh, you got a lot. So, towers on the bottom, I'm just going to show you. Dropped a card to the ground too. The bottom of the deck is hope. Keep hope, right? Keep hope. Oh, they wanted me to see this too. This was on the top. Love begins. Transformation, right? Definitely. I'm going to take the cards that are on the ground here too. Firm foundation and truth. You got the sacral energy, so sexuality too, definitely. Heartache and loss, material harvest. I feel like this needs, there may have been quite a while where whatever you're passionate about, whatever you want to create, whatever you've been creating, has been on a mental level, has been thinking about it, not taking action, so to speak. And I feel like this is saying to you, we want to put it into the physical. With this firm foundation and this patience and planning, we want to put these ideas into motion. We want to go towards them, right? Charging towards it. And I think a lot of the things that a lot of us have learned from being sort of in social isolation and not being able to go about the ways in life that we have been, is to not take that for granted. To not take the freedom you have to move about and make choices for granted. And that sometimes being creative, how do I put this? It's important. Having creative outlets are important. But that over this time to see the truth. What is it for you that is true? How do you view the world? Has anything changed? Has there been any metamorphosis? What is the transformation here? Have you become this grounded, stable, loving, kind individual? You probably already were anyway, because this is also you guys, Taurus, Earth sign. And I feel like there's a lot of rooted energy here with patience and planning, firm foundation, and material harvest. This particular card being here, this heartache and loss, and love begins, and hope. Showing me fertility, and under fertility is new beginnings. Whatever your idea is, I heard it's divinely guided. You are being asked to connect to spirit for the wisdom that your soul already knows, and to open up whatever codes and keys are ready for you. But with fertility here and sacral, some of you, again, this could be starting a family, baby. For some of you as well, though, it's like you hold such fertile energy within you. Put this towards something creative and something constructive. And this material harvest as well might just be love life. You may be moving back towards someone from your past that's had a significant impact on you. I also heard upbringing as well, if this is family life. So I'm going to bring one last message for you guys from the Whispers of Love Oracle. And this is just an idea on how to bring more love into your current moment, how to spread love out into the world, not necessarily romantic. Perfect message that just came out is love who you are. Love who you are. When we are confident in yourself and you love yourself, you take yourself seriously, you treat yourself in the ways that you're meant to be treated, making sure that you're taking those self-care actions as well. When you do that, you're allowing and attracting the energy to you. You're a divine and wonderful person, deserving of all the wonderful things life has to offer. And tell yourself that. You could sit in front of the mirror or stand in front of the mirror and say, you are a wonderful person. You are deserving of all the wonderful things this world has to offer, and you are worthy of them. And tell yourself that repeatedly until you deserve it, but love who you are. So these are the last ones that we're going to bring out. I love you. These are important words. For some of you, if this has resonated with a love situation, speak up. Say I love you. Relax and rest are essential. We all have fundamental needs to take breaks. So if you feel like you're burning the candle at both ends and you're not getting enough rest, take the time, because we're not in our best mental state either. When we're exhausted, we can't make the decisions that are right for us with a clear head. And the last one, love is all around you. You just need to be willing to see it. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this truth. As well as you can create love everywhere you go by nourishing your soul, being good to yourself, trusting and loving yourself wholeheartedly here. So last message, they want me to bring one more message as a parting ways. Knight of Swords. That's 3 knights. You have Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords. The only one that is not here so far is the Knight of Cups. So that could also be important, that speaking, right? Rooted as well. That we want to speak our truth in order to root it in this physical world. And the 3 cards they show me, 6 of Wands. My dears, there is celebration again. There is victory. And this is, again, triumphant success. You have learned the lessons with the 8 of Pentacles. There's been a lot of work put into whatever this is. With the King of Swords, this is high vibration as well. You could have an air sign in your life, but I feel like this is triumph over your mind, and that will start to resonate into your physical world, right? So that's what I've got. I hope you guys have a great month, and I love you. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye now.